There's something that I've noticed that all of us empaths seem to have in common. And maybe this might just be a people thing and not necessarily an empath thing, but given the types of people that I interact with and who I interact with and the clients that I work with, it seems very prevalent in this specific group. So I'm going to speak to it in this way. And it's around the idea that if you are working towards a goal of any kind, and it doesn't necessarily have to be personal development or working with a therapist. It could be any goal: returning to school, changing your career, making big changes, moving, painting your house, whatever the case is. There is something to be said about the power of a baby step. And what happens, and what tends to happen to empaths, is they have this idea in their mind that, like, if I'm not at if I am not like at the beginning and then at the end, I haven't done anything. Like the journey doesn't matter until I get to the very end. I haven't been successful. And that's something I want us to really break down and start to lower the bar, because and I think a lot of this has to do with supposed to culture, in a sense that says, like, we have to be perfect consistently. We have to always be hustling. We have to be doing, go, going. So what that essentially does is it has us not enjoying the journey. We're not stopping and smelling the roses. We're not taking a minute to be like, I am on a real path here and I am doing it and I am putting one foot on in front of the other and I am making progress. It's like we minimize all of that, all of it. And we say to ourselves, okay, well, I'm not at the end yet, so I haven't been successful. But if we can take time to appreciate all the steps that you are doing and all the baby steps it's taking for you to get to that end goal, if you can celebrate all of those little victories, it makes the journey that much sweeter. I think we need to take some pressure off ourselves. We don't have to go from like 0 to being at 100 to be considered a success, because there are a lot of people in life. And if you think about it, and I see this all the time and the work that I do, there are a lot of people that are too scared or feel too much fear or anxiety, even making or considering making one step in a different direction. And it keeps a lot of people stuck in this cycle. And what tends to happen then is you feel stuck. I feel stuck. I can't make any changes. But then when I think about making a change, or when I think about working on myself, I almost have like a freeze response. The power that the mind and the physiological manifestation has on us, because that's what happens, when we have a thought or when we have a fear of, oh, what if I start doing these things in my life? What if I start making changes? If I do that and I fail, then I'm a failure, and I don't even want to think about that. I don't want to experience that thought. So it's almost like a stress response, a freeze response. So you do nothing and you continue to do nothing. And then there's this frustration of guilt and upset that you aren't changing. But if only you could just take one step today, that's it. One step towards that goal. If you're thinking of working with a therapist, or you've been considering counseling for a really long time, like, can you just open your computer today and type therapist near me? And if that's all you do today, if that's it, if that's too much and that's all you get done, that's okay. You don't have to go from having no therapist to be fully immersed in therapy within 1 minute, right? It's okay to just say, I need to do this in steps, and it's going to take as long as it's going to take. And I don't need to be in some colossal rush to make this journey worthwhile, because I have to go at my own pace. And remember to always meet yourself where you're at. So today, maybe you look up therapist near me. And then tomorrow you say, okay, well, let me do a little bit more research on this specific one, because this one seems to be attractive to me. And this one seems to be, something or a person that I could get along with. Maybe I'll do a little bit more research on this person. And maybe the day after that, you say to yourself, okay, maybe I'll send them an email. And this can be a real progression, but it's important to recognize that just putting one foot in front of the other and making small steps will get you to where you want to go. But we got to stop beating ourselves up. Like, come on. We have to lower the bar. And I know that's scary, because if you're anything like me, you've probably been a high achiever your entire life. For as long as you can remember. Like, put your hand up if you agree with me, or drop a comment, leave a comment below. But if you can lower the bar and just take the next logical, tiny step. I don't even care if on day 1 you sit down at your desk with the intention, or you pick up your phone with the intention of looking for a therapist or a counselor or a coach, and that's all you do today, but you get a little scared. No problem. You sat down with that intention. Even that intention is a victory. That is still a baby step because the wheels are starting to turn. But you've got to give yourself some space and grace to be able to feel the things that you're experiencing, because they could be overwhelming too. And if you start to overwhelm the system too much by throwing too much at it, like trying to find the therapist, calling 8 therapists, interviewing them all in one day, and trying to make an appointment and see somebody that night, you're going to inevitably be overwhelmed and burnt out and not do it. And that's not what we want. That's not what we want. We want you making small steps towards your goals all the time. But we got to have an appreciation for baby steps. Baby steps lead to big goals, and there is power in the baby steps. So let's celebrate those today. Tell me below in the comments, what is a baby step you're going to make today, and how excited are you for it? Maybe you're not excited at all. Maybe it's like, I'm planning to do XYZ. I'm planning to look for a new job and I'm scared crapless. That's okay too. There's going to be fear that comes up. Anytime you make any sort of change, even as something as simple as deciding on a paint color for your bathroom, this is going to bring on a stress response because you're used to the ecru that's there. And thinking of going from ecru to something else is really, really scary. You're going to have a fear response. But if you can just take the next logical step, maybe your next logical step is getting some paint chips or just visiting Sherwin-Williams this afternoon. That's the paint store we go to. Anyway, hopefully this is helpful. Again, I am proud of you for even watching this video. Maybe this video was perfect for you and it was your first step. But with that, I hope you are happy. I hope you are healthy. I hope you're abundant. And of course, make it a great day. Make it a great day. Make it a great day. This is me just like taking my little steps and just enjoying the journey. Let's get to it.